This episode is sponsored by the Illegal Eagles, the world's leading exponent of the music of the Eagles. For tour dates, visit illegaleagles.com.
LinksPod. Tales and entertainment for the people of Lincolnshire with John Marshall.
Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Links Pod. It's another jam-packed one. We're off to Cleethorpes for a day trip that features me getting on a skateboard for the first time in many years. We'll meet Alec and Julie, who run a pretty amazing charity. There's the big quiz, the third and the final, for now, challenge that's going on at Ancaster Leisure, and there's much more as well. Let's start though with my dream. My dream, I've decided, is to become a music star. I've decided that my true calling may not be broadcasting, but it may, in actual fact, be international music stardom. My quest for that starts right here, because, as they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I know the Illegal Eagles.
From Grimsby to Sleaford, Scunthorpe to Mablethorpe, this is LinksPod.
So look, I've heard this potential opening in the Illegal Eagles. I've managed to get myself into this audition room. It's a rehearsal room, but I'm calling it an audition room. This is Trev from the Illegal Eagles. Hello.
Looking surprised.
Yeah, looking surprised.
How are you?
Yeah, well, I'm all right, but I'm excited because I'm looking for new openings, and I hear somebody's missing.
You think this might be the opening for you?
This could be the one for me. At least, okay. You know, I heard I might get a tryout. Who's missing?
Well, I'm glad you're excited, but you'll notice that I'm sitting on the drum stool and I don't play drums. Tony, the drummer, is currently on a delayed flight on the way back from LA.
Yeah.
And so obviously we can't rehearse without him. So
I'm your man.
You play drums?
Well, I'll show you in a few minutes, but...
Have you got any rhythm?
Look at that. And...
Yeah,
I understand you need to be versatile as well. You Illegal Eagles, you spread yourselves around, do a bit of everything, right?
Well, you have to kind of, chair hop. So, and judging by that, I think you might need to look at other options. So let's try a few things out.
Okay.
See if we can slot you in.
Tell me what it's like, life on the road as an Illegal Eagle, because you're out and about for a lot of dates in 2025.
We're doing 130 shows this year. They're wow. The UK shows. Last year we did around the same amount, but I think we played to just over 100,000 people last year in the UK.
Wow.
So it's fun. We get to play Eagles songs every
Amazing.
night, and with a great bunch of guys. What more could you want?
Yeah, and aren't they being good and well behaved behind us?
They are, yeah. Sorry about that smell, by the way.
Yeah. Which one was that? Was that Gareth?
I don't want to drop names.
No,
but
no
he's
names.
Got a check jacket on.
Right, yeah, okay. people can see for themselves. So there's a theme, a Desperado theme for this year's
There is,
tour.
We try and change it up every year because the Eagles have got such a vast catalogue of songs, which is great for us because we get to play and kind of pick all the good ones. And you take some big ones out, then you still got other big hits. It's almost like the Manchester City subs bench, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could take Foden off and you still got someone like Grealish to come on. It's fantastic. So, but this year, Phil, who obviously started the band 27 years ago, I think it was, he's come up with the Desperado theme this year because that was the album that got him into listening to the Eagles, and a lot of our fans are of a similar age, so they got into it from the same album. So we thought we'd feature more of the songs from that album this year. So this is good for us because they're songs that we've not done for a long time, or if at all. So it keeps it a bit interesting.
And they're sort of a Western cowboy type feel this
that
time?
Kind of vibe, yeah.
Right, interesting.
Yeah, you got a hat?
I need to get a hat if I get the job. I get the job. I haven't got the job yet. We'll see how that goes. So how does that work with the family life? Seriously, being away so much, is it tough life on the road or life?
It's tough being away. It's tough for me, and I'm sure a couple of the other guys agree the same as well because we've got little kids.
Yeah,
it's tricky being away from them.
Tricky being away, doing your thing,
and a lot of driving. Some of the people kind of don't realise how much driving we have to do to get to and from the gigs.
Yeah.
So you got a licence, haven't you?
I've got everything I need, I think, and travelling around. I've been slightly thrown by a man in a cowboy hat.
I think we should introduce this man.
Yeah, it's Phil. Phil's the founder.
This is Phil Aldridge. Lord Phil Aldridge. Started the band.
Good evening.
And,
One and all.
27 years ago.
Yeah.
And still insists on wearing double denim everywhere he goes.
At all times.
At all times. But I think that hat might be a good fit for John. Do you think that one there that we found in the car park?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Tell me about the songs you can't leave off the set list. Does anybody get precious about if the year comes around and that's their song they've been singing last year? They want to sing that this year?
No, because this lineup's been together for the best part of a decade now. It's quite nice. We kind of like swapping the songs around a little bit. It keeps us on our toes as well. You know, swap harmonies, change the lead vocals.
Fantastic. Was that you?
No one's pressed it. No, I think that's Mike.
Right, again?
Yeah,
again.
Yeah.
Just keeps happening. This has gone off at a tangent. Well, I say, Trev,
I'll get the kiss me quick at. Thanks for that.
I say, Trev, let's get on with my audition.
Would you want to start with?
I think drums first. I mean, you need drums first, but you do all go round, and you would share the vocals. You'll share. I could do a bit of piano as well if you like.
Yeah, it's more the other boys. I mean, this year we've got harmonica. Greg plays harmonica.
I was just about to say, tell you what I am good at.
Yeah.
The harmonica.
Blowing and sucking.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm your man.
Okay.
I'm your man.
We could give that a go.
Yeah.
It's more these two talented chaps that kind of play keys and mandolin and all the guitars and sing as well. So
you say talented. You ain't seen me yet.
Oh yeah. No. Look at my face. I'm really excited.
You do look excited.
Yeah.
Trev.
Oh yeah. Beside myself.
Let's go for it.
Yeah,
Let's go for it. Thanks, Trev.
And later in this episode, we will indeed go for it, so be prepared to be amazed by my stunning talent. Now, a quick reminder, there are 8 previous episodes of Links Pod, and hopefully you've watched or listened to them all. If you haven't, go back. But head to episode 7 first, because there's a competition in that one where you can win a meal for 4 at the lovely Wigan Mitre in the Bailgate of Lincoln. Yes, a meal for 4. Now, it's not too late to enter that competition, so make watching episode 7 after this one a priority. Thanks. Now, round 1 of the big quiz.
From the Humber to the Wash. Links Pod with John Marshall.
I'm Helena.
Yes.
And I'm Anya.
Helena and Anya, okay, you're facing 10 questions, and I wish you the best of luck. We're all counting on you. Start the clock. What is the most frequently used letter in English?
It's going to be a vowel.
I or A, I'd say.
E?
True.
I think E.
You're going for E?
Yeah.
Number 2. In which county is Longleat, the country house owned by the Marquis of Bath, Longleat Safari Park? You might have heard of that. We need a county.
Wiltshire.
Did somebody help you then? Number 3. Which English cathedral was badly damaged by fire after being struck by lightning in July 1984 when you were both really young?
Very young.
It's a cathedral in a
Lincoln
place.
Cathedral.
It could be Lincoln, couldn't it? Number 4. What is the only muscle in the human body in both, think about it, in both males and females, not attached at both ends?
Your tongue.
Oh. Number 5. By what name are Neil Tennant and Chris Lowe better known? This is a music question. Music question.
Like, what's their band name?
The band name. They might sell animals. That's a clue. I shouldn't have given you a clue. They might sell animals. You know, if you went in there, you could buy some dog chews.
Pet Shop
maybe-
Boys.
Well, that might be right. Number 6. Chad Crowger is the frontman of which Canadian rock band? They have a hit called Rockstar and Someday in the noughties. I want to be a rock star. Goes like that. Ring a bell?
No.
Okay, they are rubbish, so, okay. Number 7, which golfer's real name, first name, is Eldrick?
Tiger Woods.
Oh, number 8, who became the youngest winner of the world ranking snooker tournament in 1993 when he won the UK Championship? Name a snooker player if not sure.
Jared Trump.
Okay. Big snooker player. Number 9.
Where's a snooker player?
What is the first name of Agatha Christie's creation, Miss Marple? Say the name of a woman. That might be right. Sorry?
Jean.
Number 10. In a series of 4-period British sitcoms, what was the first name of Blackadder? Have you ever heard of Blackadder?
No.
Shall we stop the clock?
I've watched it, but I can't remember his name.
Say a name. Say any name.
John.
Could be John.
Could
Right,
be.
stop the clock. Let's see. Now, number one, the most frequently used letter in English, you said E.
Yeah.
It's the right answer. It's a good start. Number two, the county Longleat's in is Wiltshire. You got that, but I think with a little help from your friends. Number three, the English cathedral wasn't Lincoln, it was York. York Minster. Number four, straight in there you were with the muscle in the human body not attached to both ends, it's the tongue. Number five was the Pet Shop Boys. This is going pretty well. Chad Crowker's band is Nickelback. No? Okay. 7, the Eldrick, that was Tiger Woods. Honestly, this is one of the best scores we've had. The snooker player was Ronnie O'Sullivan. Miss Marple's first name is Jane. You were so close. And number 10, the sitcom Edmund is Blackadder's first name, Edmund. So you've got E, you've got Wiltshire, that's 2. You've got 3 for the Tongue, 4 for Pet Shop Boys, 5 for Tiger Woods. You got 5 points, girls.
That's good.
I'd be pretty proud of that. And that's the big quiz at Montebello in Horncastle.
Never miss an episode of Links Pod. Subscribe now, wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is sponsored by the Illegal Eagles, the world's leading exponent of the music of the Eagles. For tour dates, visit illegaleagles.com. This is the Links Pod, the podcast for Lincolnshire, and I'm John Marshall. When's the last time you went to Cleethorpes? I went there the other day, a winter trip to Cleethorpes, and because I'm very cool, I started my day with some skateboarding.
So we're in sunny Cleethorpes, aka Meggies, aka Clee Vegas, and we're just opposite the local skate shop Refresh, and we're going to be talking all things skateboarding
Skateboarding, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been into this for, I mean, I had one many years ago before you were born, but it's been a while. So what is your interest in that come from?
I don't know, I think there's like more of a culture than it is a sport, like attached to skateboarding. Like it tends to house a lot of people that don't particularly belong, or it's basically people that aren't very good at football in school.
Get a skateboard instead.
Get a skateboard instead, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
skateboard culture is quite cool. It brings a lot of people together, despite like, you know, age, race, how wealthy you are. You're all kind of singing from the same hymn sheet.
I like that.
There's no definitive right or wrong way to skateboard, and that's the beauty of it.
Oh right, that's cool. And by the way, you look cooler than me. Look, I don't look like I'm dressed like a skateboarder, do I? I look like the most out of place middle-aged man. I should have got some gear from Refresh.
I mean, I don't particularly look like it. I look like I'm nicking alloys off cars today.
Well, it's one or the other, isn't it?
One or the
Skateboarding, or you do a bit that this afternoon.
Yeah,
When
goes
we're
hand
done.
in hand.
Right, you're going to show me a few things, right? I'm
I'll
a bit
try.
worried. The skateboard seems to have grown. I mean, I was little and I don't remember them being that big.
Yeah, you know what? This is actually quite small for me as well. I used to do a lot of ramp skating, so I think this is an 8.25 inch width. And I used to skate 8.5 inch width.
Okay.
Yeah, but all the parts on here can be purchased at www.refresh.co.uk.
Oh, any good? Any good? We're getting the ads in.
They'll kill me if I don't.
Yeah. So is that a standard sort of size these days?
Yeah. So like generally speaking, well, it might have changed now. I haven't been on the shop floor for a while, but we used to sell 8 inches as like the best seller. The best middle of the road size is probably an 8 inch, but that's probably gone up. If anything, I think an 8.25 is probably the middle of the road these days.
And on the promenade here, are you allowed to skateboard, or do they come after you?
They came after you during COVID, but it didn't really stop anybody. I don't know. It tends to be like it's less of a sport in the sense that people hold this very close to their identity. Do you know what I mean? Like it's almost like their God-given right to be able to roll around on a skateboard. Yeah. So I think the council just kind of let everybody get on with it, as long as there's no, antisocial behaviour. I think it's not really hurting anybody.
Well, I'm prepared to break the law for you anyway, Zach. So
I appreciate that.
let's crack on. Let's show everybody some of my moves.
Okay.
After you must show me some of yours. Zach, that was
more impressive than I was expecting, to be honest. First question, because you bought this, will this take my weight?
Yeah,
I weigh
for
more
sure,
than
bro.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
no,
definitely.
I'm not going to break your skateboard.
No, definitely.
I'm concerned about that. That flip thing, that's just, what? Give me a tip on how you do that, because obviously I'm planning to do that move.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Kickflip. Yeah.
Give me a bit of advice.
Right, there's essentially like a little bit of science here. So when you pop off the tail,
Yeah.
the board's going to go straight up like that. So what your front foot is wanting to do is level it out, and then all of that energy is going to get you high.
Okay.
When you're in the air, if your foot is slightly to the left and you hit the board crookedly, like here,
Yeah.
when it goes up, you're going to slap it round. So just leveling it out gets you that, and then putting your foot to the left gets you that.
Are you right-footed or left-footed?
I'm right-footed. Yeah.
Are you? I was expecting you to go, I feel like naturally I would go that way.
Yeah, well, there's no right way. You're either regular that way or goofy the other way.
I feel more comfortable. I'm going to try that. Right, wait a minute. I'm standing on it.
We're rolling, aren't we?
Oh my God, we're rolling. Right, look, I'm on a skateboard. This is how you do it, mate. Watch this. Oh, look. Wait. He's coming back. Oh. Guess what? I remember doing this. Oh. Okay, I'm not a skateboarder. The end.
Linkspod.
Now, I might well be amazing at skateboarding, but honestly, it's not where my heart is. My heart is in becoming, as I've mentioned, a music star. So do not miss my audition to join the Illegal Eagles later in this episode. Back to Cleethorpes now, though. There's so much more to the place than just skateboards, you know.
This is Refresh. Well, just for people who are uninitiated, what is Refresh?
We are a water sport, surfwear, skate shop, everything that you can do in the water or enjoy yourself.
Yeah, and you've tried to get me, even though it's currently February, to get in that water. What do people come here and get and then go in that? Nobody does it this time of the year, do they?
Yeah, we sell paddle boards, wetsuits, you get winter wetsuits, so you can go in the water in the winter, hats, gloves, boots, everything. So you can, if you want to, go out when the tide comes in, obviously.
Do you know what? If I wasn't in a rush,
You'd go out,
I would
obviously.
definitely do that because I'm kind of an action guy.
Oh, yeah.
But today, I'm not sure we've got the time. And it's really cold though. You're not warm when you go out there.
Yeah, if you've got a 5mm wetsuit on, you'll be lovely and warm. Absolutely lovely. Toasty.
Okay,
in
right.
fact.
I don't believe you. Refresh, and then along here is the Jamie Empire, the Jamie family empire. What else is along here?
We've got Banana Leaf, which is a gift shop.
Okay.
And then we have the Leaking Boot chip shop as well.
Okay, well, and the cafe.
And the cafe, yes, which is open 7 days a week.
Okay. I've heard rumours that I can fry some fish, and I would love a go at that. Is that all right, Jamie?
That would be fine. We'd like to see you try,
Let
definitely.
let the dining commence. Let's go. This is Hannah. We are now. Where are we, Hannah?
In the Leaking Boot chippy.
In the Leaking Boot Chippy. How's Greg, by the way? That's her fella.
It's fine.
And
He's
my
on tour
friend.
at the minute.
He's on tour, yes. Could you do a little plug for his act? What's his act called?
The Illegal Eagles.
That's them, yeah.
We're touring all over.
Sponsors of 2 episodes of the Links pod. Right, I'm going to do some... Look, I've got my pinny on.
Do you want to fry some fish?
Pretty fetching, right. Yeah, I want to fry some fish. Let's go.
First thing you do is get your fish.
There's the fish.
Okay. This is haddock, fresh haddock.
Yeah, lovely.
8 ounce. You pop it in the butter.
Yeah. Oh,
give
you're
it-
demoing and I'm following,
Yeah, you
right?
give it a good
That is
batter.
a good battering.
Skin side.
Yeah.
Scrape it. Then you lower it into the fat gently.
May
There
I?
you go.
May I
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
your example?
Go for it.
Yeah, look. Coat, coat, coat.
Oh, yeah,
Is that a good
yeah.
job?
Then skin side, scrape it.
Scrape it on the skin, right? How's
Bit
that?
more scraping. Okay, then lower it in gently.
Gently
skin
does it.
side up. Skin side up.
Oh.
Careful, it's hot. Yeah, gently, gently. Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Never miss an episode of Links Pod. Subscribe now, wherever you get your podcasts.
Time for a challenge on the Links Pod. Me and my friend Jason have been down to Ancaster Leisure to do a few different things. We've done karting with a difference, karting and paintballing at the same time. We invented it. It was a lot of fun, and you can see that on a previous episode. So too is blindfolded 10-pin bowling. We had a go at that. I know. For the third and final challenge there for now, we went back to Ancaster Leisure, and we had to involve our pretty impressive weapons. Okay, we're back at Ancaster Leisure. Here's Mark. What's your role here, Mark?
Director alongside Richard.
Okay, and now we've been here for 2 challenges so far. Here's the thing, Mark. It's 1-1 between me and my mate Jason, who we'll talk to in a second. I won the karting. He won the blindfolded bowling. And that is a hand-to-eye coordination thing. So's this, so I'm fearful. What's going to happen here?
Basically, you're just going to have several shots each, trying to hit the targets. And when you've hit all 4, you hit another one, and it will spin them back round.
And you tell me this is a mid-range air rifle you're giving us?
It is indeed, yes, and that's nice close range air for you as well. So
that's close range, is it?
Shouldn't be a problem, John.
Okay. The weather conditions, do they affect air rifling?
Not in this enclosed area, no. They can do if it's really windy.
I'm trying to find an excuse I might be able to use.
No
there are none.
No, there are no excuses, John.
Terrific. Thanks. Thanks very much, Mark. And you're having a new air rifle area built, am I right?
Yes, we have indeed, yeah. We've got a 125-metre range being built, 8-foot farm building going up. It's going to have a cafe at the back of it and lots of bays at the front for people to shoot out of.
They're the more professional people than we're about to show you our skills here, yeah.
Indeed, yes. And then you can come and train on there as well when you want to.
Now, there's no Richard Quirks here. We're actually just doing air rifle. We don't have to do it on one leg or bunny hopping at the same time.
You find it hard enough just doing it normally.
So do I. Jason, here he is, the man under as much pressure as me because it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Any experience of this air rifling?
Not really, no.
Right.
No. They're looking for very small targets, they are, over there.
They do look small targets. And I wear glasses for distance, and that's distance. And guess what I didn't bring with me?
Oh dear, where are they?
Yeah, they're at home.
Dear.
So that's a potential problem here. I can't ask Mark if he thinks I'll do all right with. Let's just find out how it goes, right?
Let's go. Let's see who wins.
Challenge is on. Let's go. Right, okay, the challenge is over, but before we get into the results, just have a look at this amazing shop we've come into. Okay, chaps. Right, Mark, how do you feel the air shooting went there, the air rifling?
I think one of you did better than what you thought you would. And to be fair, probably what we thought you would do as well.
Yeah. Okay. We both did all right, though, Jason, didn't we, before we get into the actual results?
We did okay, I think, John. I think someone did a little bit better. I think someone's gloating on it already.
Well, this is not what I was expecting. All right, let's just get to it. Mark, how did the air rifling go?
So basically, you hit 4 targets.
4, you say?
And you hit 3.
3, you say?
So the winner
will
be John.
The winner's John of that particular challenge. And, of course, we've been here for 3 different challenges at Ancaster Leisure. Karting was first. Who won? I can't quite remember, Jason. Who won that one?
I seem to think the targeting ones you're better than me at, unfortunately.
Targeting,
where blindfolds aren't involved.
No blindfolds. Yeah, you're the man with the blindfold. So you picked up in the middle. I won the karting. You won the 10-pin bowling, blindfold bowling.
Yeah, I did. You won the bowling. Doubled your score, didn't I?
And for some miracle, I appear to have won the final challenge. So I am overall, and I know this will not sit too well with you.
I accept my defeat graciously, John.
Thank you. We'll have a handshake. It's a manly handshake.
Never miss an episode of Links Pod. Subscribe now, wherever you get your podcasts.
Here comes a list of things I'm hosting this week. I host a lot of quizzes across Lincolnshire. Wigan Mitre every Tuesday in the Bailgate area of Lincoln. It's fab. So too is the Fox and Hounds at Reefham. I'm there this Wednesday. You've got a book if you're coming. The Checkers at Potter Hamworth's turning into a great night. That's on this Thursday. And a new one for me, just a one-off for now, I think, so make the most of me, at Woody's Bar and Restaurant in Alford. That's on Friday night. And then the Ivy at Rugby on Sunday. I'm a very busy boy, aren't I? I'm nearly over the line for season 1 of the Links Pod. There's going to be 10 episodes, then a short break before season 2. More than half, I'm pleased to say, of the episodes in season 2 are already sponsored. So if you're a business with something to promote and you'd like to get in touch, see about what I can do for you regarding the Links Pod, then grab those last remaining spaces right now. Email me and let's talk. It's john@linkspod.co.uk. Thanks.
Links Pod.
Alec and Julie run an amazing charity, and I think we should meet them. Let's meet them now.
Well, Jamie's Legacy was set up about 3.5-4 years ago in memory of our son, Jamie, who sadly passed away in 2020. He was age 16. And we run a charity in the UK that supports a children's charity in Uganda.
Right, okay, straight away I'm in with the questions here. Alec, what is the link from that tragedy to Uganda?
Well, Jamie and I were members of the Coventry City Supporters Club on Facebook, and Jamie had a YouTube channel which had around 200,000 members, and he was into his graphics and media, and he used to share screensavers for fans. They used to ask him for copies.
That they would use like on the back of their computer screen or their phone?
Their phones mainly.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
So there were images of Coventry players that he'd create. And after about 6 months, when I had the strength to share the news that Jamie had sadly passed, it was at the same time that Ronald had joined the group, because he had a school from Coventry that had gone out to Uganda, and he just started sharing photos of little kids playing football. And all they were using, they had bare feet and they'd have little sticks as goals and stuff like that. So we had a few people that were interested in giving to whatever charity we wanted to support in Jamie's memory. And at the time we hadn't given it any thought. So we just decided to raise some money to get some goals for Ronald, some football kits, shoes. We shipped out loads of boots and trainers and stuff. And so that's how we connected with Ronald. But then when we started to talk to him a little bit more, we found that he was supporting children who lived in the poverty in Uganda to get them into schools, because they couldn't afford to go to get education and stuff like that. So the poverty in Uganda is horrific.
So the need was there, and the charity, which began with let's help some people play football, grew way beyond that. And fast forward a bit, wow, there's a lot going on with the charity. So how is it you raise funds these days, Julie?
Okay, we have quiz nights about 3 times a year, and we have a garden party, which we're going to be holding down at the Railway Pub this year. Previously it's been in our garden, but
keeps
doing
growing.
Something different this year.
Yeah.
This keeps growing.
Yeah. Okay, well, brilliant. And how many people are benefiting from the amazing work that Jamie's Legacy is doing?
Well, we've got around 90 children that are now sponsored.
Wow.
They get education, because getting an education is the only way anyone can work their way out of the slums, out of poverty. They get nutritional food, hot nutritional food. To sponsor a child, it's £200, so it's not a lot.
For a year?
For a year.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not a lot, but it is life-changing for these children.
They get the uniforms as well.
Do they?
Yeah, everything is there.
So what, for £200, a child will get a uniform, fed, maybe be able to play football, you know?
Well, they go into a schooling education. So at the moment they are going to local schools in the in the slums.
Right.
However, in a few weeks' time, we're opening a new school, which is a boarding school.
Opening a school?
We are. We've partnered up with Morchard Foundation and Helping Ugandan Schools, which are local charities. And they approached us because of the size of our portfolio, for the better term, of children. And there is a school being built, which opens in a couple of weeks, which is a boarding school about an hour out of the city, Kampala, in the countryside. There's about 8 hectares of land. We went out there in 2022 when the land was acquired, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So it will just lift the children to be out of the slums and to be able to be with friends and get an education and just have a better childhood, really.
Wow. How are the children in Uganda selected to be the ones who benefit from your sponsorship? How does that happen?
Ronald, he has like a team of people, like community leaders in the slums, and he gets to know which families are really struggling, and goes and interviews the family. It's quite a sort of a lengthy process, really.
I see.
And then they decide from, he has a list of children that need education and sponsoring.
And I'm sure that list is currently a lot longer than the amount of help you can give, which is why this plea to try and get some more sponsors is so vital, yeah?
Yeah, we do. Obviously, the most effective way to change a child's life is to give them education and food. But we do other things as well. We've had a number of projects, so we try and make families self-sustainable. So we have helped families that are really struggling, perhaps have lost the father, so the mother's struggling to get any money to feed their children. We will set them up in a small business to sell fruit, cooking facilities, anything like that. And then we step away, so then they become self-sustainable. We've rehomed people because there's been horrendous, when we went out there, horrendous living conditions. I mean, you've
yeah, one of the families that we went to take some groceries for, it was just a dilapidated like shed that 5 people were sleeping in.
Wow.
And it had holes in the roof. You could it was like bullet holes in the roof. You know, all the rain came through it when it rained, and literally it's just a small one-roomed place. 5 people sleeping there, and they sleep on bits of rugs and old foam mattresses and things.
Wow.
And we like cried, didn't we, when we come out?
Yeah, there's no water, no windows, no water, no flooring, no electricity, and they flood. So you've got 5 people in one room when it floods. When it rains, because the slums are just outside the capital city in the valley, the worst part of the country.
And it's on the wetlands that they built these shacks on.
Wow. So out of something terribly sad and tragic, some good's come. I'm sure that gives you strength to live each day, does it?
Well, we've right from the start when we initiated the collection to get some goals, our objective was, Jamie played football. We played at Rushton's, Greenbank, and he'd be in our garden continuously for hours on his own, just kicking a ball about.
Right.
And we did it just to put smiles on kids' faces. And then we decided to progress the legacy to keep Jamie's name out there. So we've put water pipes in to the slums. So we've put 5 water pipes in with his name on it. We've put water tanks into these primary schools because they had no water. So there's 2 big water tanks in some of the schools. We've given kids mattresses because they sleep on the floor.
I was going to end by saying keep it up, but there's no question in my mind that you're going to. So keep going, and thank you very much for your time. I hope lots of people get on that Facebook group and get sponsoring you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
From Grimsby to Sleaford, Scunthorpe to Mablethorpe, this is Linkspod.
Earlier on the big quiz, the staff at Montebello Restaurant in Horncastle, which is very nice, scored 5 points. But now it's time for round 2 of the big quiz, starring Alec and Julie, plus neglecting her camera duties and getting a little slap on the wrist, Keza.
Let's find out who we've got in the contestants' chair today. Would you do the introductions, please?
Yes, we've got Keza.
Keza, yes, the guest member.
Yeah, Julie and Alec.
Okay, facing 10 questions on the big quiz. But before we get into the big quiz, Alec is not just Alec, he's DJ Alec.
DJ Perky.
DJ Perky. Where can we see you performing and hear you perform?
Well, am I the only active radio DJ still in Lincolnshire? Am I allowed to say that? I'm on Chocolate Radio.
Actually, by the time this is heard, you won't be the only active DJ in Lincolnshire. Good. Thank you. Yes, good. No, that's all right. Do go on.
Chocolate Radio.
Yes.
So you can get it on Alexa. Just say play chocolate soul music. It's a global soul internet-based channel, and I'm on Wednesdays, Planet Soul with DJ Perky. Wednesdays at 6 o'clock.
Brilliant.
And I also host Soul Lounge at the Lincoln Jazz Cafe once a month.
10 questions coming your way. Start the clock. Number 1. Eboracum was the Roman name for which city? Eboracum. Roman name for which city? It's a city that we're after. Is everybody asleep?
No, we're just thinking.
I don't know.
Bristol.
You go for Bristol? Okay, number 2. What mammal can jump the highest? The mammal that can jump the highest.
It's not your first answer that you say, is it? Can we discuss?
No, you can have a chat.
Go on.
Some kind of cat. A lion.
It's kangaroo mammal.
I was thinking a kangaroo, but I thought a kangaroo.
Okay, they've gone for kangaroo. This is going well. By what name was Scottish King Robert I known?
Robert the Bruce.
Number 4. What is fermented to make the Japanese drink sake?
Rice.
Number 5. Whose first UK number 1 was called Gino, DJ Perky?
Dexys Mixed Night Runners.
Number 6. What Outcast songs contains these lyrics? Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologise 1,000,000,000 times. It's either Ms. Jackson, Hey Ya, or B.O.B. It's one of those.
Yeah, no idea.
No idea.
First one.
First, Ms. Jackson. Number 7. In cricket, what do the letters LBW stand for?
Left before wicket.
Oh, that was quick, Keza. 8. By what name is British ski jumper Michael Edwards more commonly known?
Oh, is it Eddie Eagle?
Oh. 9. Which film has the following last line? I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Oh, that's Silence of the Lambs.
Number 10. Which TV children's show featured the Iron Chicken?
Kindness.
Stop the clock. I think that went quite well. I do. Apart from the beginning.
Yeah.
Eboracum was the Roman name for York.
I
Okay. The mammal that can jump the highest is a whale.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Right.
That's a trick question, wasn't it?
Not really a trick, not really. By what name was Robert the Bruce, right? So we're on 1 now. Sake, that's rice. 2. Gino, Dexys Midnight Runners. 3. Outcast, Ms. Jackson was right for 4.
Well done.
LBW, Leg Before Wicket. It's going well now. Eddie the Eagle, Silence of the Lambs, and the Clangers.
Wow.
Am I right? You got 8?
Oh, wow.
8 points?
Yeah.
Wow. At the time of recording, nobody else has got 8 on the big quiz.
That's pretty impressive. Well
yeah,
done, Keza.
Yeah, I thought Keza would knock you down, not boost you up. Okay.
Links Pod.
This episode is sponsored by the Illegal Eagles, the world's leading exponent of the music of the Eagles. For tour dates, visit illegaleagles.com. And not only are the Illegal Eagles sponsoring Links Pod, but I might be about to become their next member. Oh yeah, let me show you what I've got.
Rolling. Will the stage is set, the sun is sinking low down. There's a king of town to face another showdown. You are and clear the people from the street, and all you bloodthirsty bystander, when you try to find a seat.
I'm not sure if drums is your instrument, so let's try this and see if this is going to work. This could be your forte. So let's try the same thing, chaps.
Okay, ready.
The summer sinking low. There's a king in town fade, never showed him. And the alarm ain't cleared the people from the street. All you bloodthirsty bystanders, will you try to keep the key?
High or low, fellas. I'm not sure this is working.
I'm not sure they were in time.
Greg, what do you think?
I think they went out of time.
That's quite good. I think you were right the first time.
Yeehaw, boys.
I'm still not sure we've found the right place for you yet.
Still?
But I've got another idea.
Did you hear the piano?
Yeah, I did hear the piano. That's
right.
what's led my decision.
Okay.
But obviously the Eagles are known for their harmonies.
You've been in the band long.
And we try and get all 5 voices together if we can. Obviously Tony's not here, there's 4 of us, so do you want to try the 5th harmony?
Try? Yeah, I know. If I haven't proved myself by now, Trev, but I feel that this is going pretty well, so no problem with the vocals.
Good, as long as,
what we're going to do?
as you're happy. Let's just do the ooze in this Dooley and Dalton song.
Oh, yeah. I was doing them this morning before I left the house, actually.
The ooze?
Yeah. I was oozing.
And the arse?
I haven't done any arse for a while.
Let's try it. Count it off,
2,
Michael.
3.
Watch 'em Dooley and Dalton. High or low, it's all the same.
Oh, poor old Dooley.
Easy money.
Where's Dooley?
Faceless women.
He's gone with his women. Tell me more about Doolin. Thanks.
I've got an idea.
Oh.
I've got Pete Waterman's number.
Yeah.
Pete, are you still putting Banana Armour out this year? I think I've got your man.
Never miss an episode of Links Pod. Subscribe now, wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay, reading between the lines, I don't think the Illegal Eagles want me to be a member of their band. Maybe I'm just too talented. Maybe that's it. Anyway, they're not putting me off. My quest to be the next Adele will continue, and in the season 1 finale of the Links Pod, that mission will very much be alive. I'm going to be a music star by the end of season 1. I can just feel it. Seriously, though, the Illegal Eagles are a fantastic act and they're much better off without me. They've given us some tickets to some of their forthcoming gigs. New Theatre Royal in Lincoln, they are playing there on Saturday, the 3rd of May. And Thursday, the 8th of May, they're performing in Doncaster. Now, if either of those dates are good for you and you'd like to win some tickets, tell me the name of the song that I just tried to audition to be a member of the Illegal Eagles while performing. What song by the Eagles were the Illegal Eagles performing in what you've just seen or heard? If you can tell me that, email john@linkspod.co.uk. Tell me which date of those you'd like. I've got a couple of tickets for each of those gigs to give away, whether it be Lincoln or Doncaster. Be specific. Tell me you'd like to go. And also make sure you've subscribed, liked, followed, and told all your friends about LinksPod. Thanks.
LinksPod with John Marshall.
And that was episode 9 of the Links Pod. Thanks to Keza on camera, as always. Thanks to all the contributors. Thanks to the Illegal Eagles for sponsoring this episode. I'll catch you next week for the Season 1 finale. Yes, episode 10 comes out on Monday, the 3rd of March. So I'll speak to you then.
LinksPod. Never miss an episode. Subscribe now, wherever you get your podcasts.